not interested in any other crown except Olubadan's Ladoja, gives reason why he was furious with Makinde before 2023 elections.
Lagos Election Tribunal Sanwo-Olu while in possession of invalid voters' card, witness tells court.
All workers abducted in Lagos.
River government presides over meeting EXCO meeting, allocates portfolio to 14 commissioners.
Reforms may affect manufacturing household incomes, expert. Government debit to hit 90 trillion naira. Forex reform excites foreign investors.
No employer power ban workers from embarking on strike. NUT.
We must make sacrifice for Nigeria to prosper. Tinubu visits Ogun today.
Ohaneze dissociates said from attacks on Governor Zodima.
Elections, Middle Belts Group, MPP, others differ on Hiyo report.
Tensions over whereabouts of its kidnapped oil workers in Lagos.
CBN sets contactless cumulative daily transactions limit to 50,000 naira.
40 Nigerians, including 34 guests, released from Libyan detention.
Senate Minority Leader PDP group reject Tambuwal.
Nigerian Immigration Service promotes 7,000 officers.
Now to sports. Select quality players for AFCON 2023 ex-international tax Eagles coach.
Osimhen award €180 million. Italian pundit.
Brentford achieved goals last season on Yeka.
Madison joins Tottenham for £40 million.
Tottenham reached agreement to sign Madison. This and many more after this break. To another edition of Headlines today, 29th of June 2023. My name is Olushola Egbodofo, and with me this morning is
Sonia Onoride. Good morning.
Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has allayed fears of a slow takeoff of his second term in office, saying rather he was poised to ensure government doubles its pace on the path of sustainable development in the states. Makinde gave this commitment on Wednesday while playing host to Muslim faithful and stalwarts of the People's Democratic Party in the state who visited him on the occasion of the 2023 Ileya Festival. Makinde said the structure of government will take shape in the next few days. He said this is evident by Tuesday's screening and confirmation of some commissioner nominees by the House of Assembly. He even promised to roll out the names of some new appointees very soon. Alhaji Sahad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto and President General, Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, has urged Nigerian leaders to do more to improve the nation's security. In his Eid Kabir message to Muslims in Sokoto on Wednesday, Abubakar also urged Nigerians to pray more for the leaders to succeed. Abubakar congratulated Nigerian Muslims for celebrating the Eid Kabir in good health, urging them to embrace peaceful coexistence.
There was tension at the Emirates Oil Nigeria PLC over the whereabouts of 8 of its employees who were kidnapped on Monday, June 26, at the Lagos Island backwater. Information of the disposer had it that the abducted employees, a managing director, and 7 others were in a boat heading towards the Lekki area. Apprehension, however, set in when the boat they boarded was found in a different area from where they were headed without them. Sources at the oil company told newsmen that their laptops and bow were in the boats.
The senator representing Ekiti Central Senatorial District, Okoyemi Bamidele, has charged Nigerians to shed the toga of religious intolerance and extremism and unite behind the administration of President Bola Tinubu to actualize Nigeria's greatness. Subsequently, Bamidele warned that no nation, parading the emblem of religious fanaticism would ever achieve prosperity, saying time has come for people of diverse religious inclinations to focus on the project Nigeria and exhibit their desires to contribute to its radical development. The All Progressives Congress stalwart stated this in his congratulatory message to Muslims in Ado Ekiti, making the Youth Gabriel festivity.
A witness has told the Lagos State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal headed by Justice Harun Hasham that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his wife Ibichoke Sanwo-Olu were allowed to cast their votes despite the voters' card being invalid. This testimony was given by an agent of the Labour Party, Mr. Dayo Israel, who was subpoenaed to testify in the petition filed by Gbadebo Rose Rival, the Labour Party's candidate in the March 18 election, seeking to nullify the return of Governor Sanwo-Olu and his deputy, while being led in evidence by the Road Virus-led Council, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Olumide Ayeni. The witness told the court that he served as an agent for the Labour Party for Unit 006, Ward 15, Lagos Island local government and the governorship election.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has set contactless transactions limit to 15,000 naira and daily cumulative payment to 50,000 naira. In a circular dated June 27 and sent to banks, other financial payment service providers, institutions intact guidelines for contactless payments in Nigeria, the CBN urged the affected bodies to ensure strict compliance with the guidelines. Musa Jimoh, Director, Payment System Management Department of the CBN, who signed the circular, explained that the issuance of the guidelines on contactless payments in Nigeria was in cognizance of the risk associated with contactless payments and defined the transaction limit, which required verification and authorization. The circular set transaction limits for contactless payments through account wallets in Nigeria shall be as follows. Transaction limits will be 15,000 naira daily. Cumulative limit will be 50,000 naira.
The Lagos State Chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Mr. Comrade Assam Akintoye, has made it clear that no employer of labor, either in the public or private sector anywhere globally, has the legal right to ban workers under its employment from embarking on industrial action. He said industrial action will remain a potent tool and a last resort for workers to press home their demands from their employers. Comrade Akintoye shared this thought with newsmen on a sideline at a recent 3-day trade union leadership workshop organized by the Lagos State chapter of NUT for its executive committee's members from local government to the state level. Explained that the only condition where industrial action could be declared illegal is when workers did not follow due process as stipulated in the labor law before declaring such an action.
Distribution Company announced an upward review of the electricity tariff from July 1st. The reason adduced for the increment in the cost of electricity is the current exchange rate of the naira to the dollar, or as the companies put it, the fluctuating exchange rate. The previously set exchange rate of 441 naira to $1 had to be revised to approximately 750 naira to $1, with an impact on the tariffs associated with electricity consumption. The companies urged customers with prepaid meters to consider purchasing bulk energy units before the end of the month to take advantage of the current rate and potentially make savings before the new tariffs come into effect. They estimated that tariffs are set to jump by 30 to 40% in just over a week. And this will be
our talking point this morning in view of the economic challenges. Is it appropriate for electricity tariff to be raised, even though this goes as the proposed raise? So is it appropriate for them to raise the tariff in view of the challenges we are facing?
And the number to dial for your contribution is 0818 777 5777. Again, 0818 777 5777. New electricity tariff for gross darkness.
And in Rivers State, Sir similarly Fubara has presided over the Rivers State Executive Council meeting, the first since he has been sworn in as executive governor. He also inaugurated an allocated portfolio to 14 new commissioners recently cleared by the State House of Assembly.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Shada.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Well, I think the punishment is still continuing. The increase in the fuel price is not enough punishment for Nigerians. These schools, for what they call themselves, they want to add more injury to our wound. Like I said the other time, I had Dr. Akipedu contributing from Irabiri.
Thank you.
Like I said the other time, this is not the best time to increase the oil price. Oil quality in view, they have not done anything to cushion the effects of the removal of subsidy. And we can see what we are in now. We can see ourselves. Now, it's going to be compounded by this school. This is going to be suicidal. And I want to advise the president, for the interest of peace and, smooth administration in this country, he should not allow the increase, for God's sake. If that increase is allowed, that means they have changed the goat to the wall. And when you change the goat to the wall, what does the goat do? It was to face you. So I pray Nigeria will definitely be a country to live in. If they do that now, it's going to be unbearable. God bless this country. Good morning.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning. The former governor of Oyo State, Senator Rashidi Ladoja, for them. Hello, good morning. Hello? Former governor of Oyo State, Senator Rashidi Ladoja, on Wednesday broke his silence on renewed agitation by some Ibadan high chiefs to wear crowns, saying he is not interested in wearing any other crown apart from that of the Olubadan of Ibadan land. Addressing journalists at his Ibadan home after observing the Eid prayers, Ladoja said what he looked up to when he joined the Olubadan chieftaincy line as Jagun Olubadan on in 1993 was to become Olubadan one day and not to wear another crown along the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Alaji Ofuka OGP, contributing from Ukibale.
Go ahead, sir.
It is not to go. It is an unpalatable news. The increment is tantamount to more action and another economic setback. So to me, they should firstly ensure stable power supply before embarking on increment. Then start the erratic supply. This is quite unfair on the consumers. Good morning.
You have
Ambassador Child Affairs. The Nigerian mission in Libya has facilitated the release of 40 Nigerian irregular migrants.
Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
It is a good development because an ordinary tiger battery can power the story building. The school company can
Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir.
critically as the actions Nigerians have currently started to as a result of the removal of productivity. This is not the time to add to our suffering by removing or increasing the price of electricity. It is unfair. It is not good. The government should try to ameliorate the suffering of Nigeria instead of adding to it. I want the present president to be a listening one and listen to the choice of listening by not adding to our suffering. To try to allow us to enjoy. Good morning.
Thank you very much. You have the next story.
The Nigerian mission in Libya has facilitated the release of 40 Nigerian irregular migrants from the Bir al-Kanam detention facility in Libya. Ambassador Kabir Musa charged their affairs on territory of the Nigerian mission in Libya disclosed this in a statement made available to newsmen. According to Ambassador Musa, the released Nigerian nationals will continue to be catered for by the mission until they are repatriated. Ambassador Musa said that he admonished them on the need to return home, never to embark on such a perilous journey again, and also warned their compatriots back home about the dangers of irregular migration.
Some workers of an oil company have been abducted by government on the waterways in Lagos State. The workers who were reportedly returning home on Monday were attacked around Tinkan Island area. They were reportedly on the way to Apapa after the close of work when they were abducted by the government. A police source who pleaded anonymity while speaking with newsmen said whenever the staff members were leaving work, they always boarded a boat together to Apapa before going their separate ways. The government was said to have hijacked the oil company workers and transferred them into another speedboat. The boat, which was used by the kidnappers for the operation, was said to have been found at a jetty in Ikorodu.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Immigration Service has promoted 7,000 officers across different ranks and departments in the service as approved by its board. A statement from Acting Public Relations Officer of Nigeria Immigration Service, Kenneth Curry, disclosed that the promotion was contained in a letter signed by the Secretary of the Immigration, Civil Defense, Correctional and Fire Service Board, Alhaji Jabbar Ahmed. The statement further noted that the number of promoted officers and men included both senior officers who sat for the regular exams as well as junior staff who were upgraded as a result of acquiring additional qualification. The Acting Comptroller General, Mrs. Wuraola Adepoju, also approved the appointment of the S1 service spokesman, Mr. Tony Akuneme, as Federal Capital Territory Command Comptroller.
The Chief of Army Staff, Major General T.A. Lagbaja, has assured Nigerians of the determination of the Nigerian Army and other security agencies to restore peace and security across the country as mandated by President Bola Tinubu. Major General Lagbaja gave the assurance in Abuja while briefing newsmen on the activities marking the Nigerian Army Day celebration 2023, which will hold between July 1st and July 6th in Ibadan, Oyo State. The Army Chief, who was represented by the Chief of Special Services and Program Army, Major General Emeka Onumajuru assured Nigerians that there is no cause for concern over security issues.
On the Senate, as the minority caucus in the 10th Senate gets set to nominate who will become the Senate minority leader, the concerned PDP League CPDPL has raised an objection to the step being taken to consider Senator Aminu Tambuwal for the position in question. The news report that chairman of the CPDPL, Mr. Daboiki Abo Wamate, noted in a statement recently that the group was not in support of Senator Tambuwal because of what he did while serving as a Speaker of the House of Representatives. Wamate also suggested that the said position should rather be sown to the North Central, precisely Plateau State.
President Bola Tinubu in Lagos on Wednesday asserted that sacrifices are needed on the part of Nigerians to move the nation to prosperity. He therefore called on citizens to unite and shun all rivalries, including ethnic and religious. Speaking to reporters after observing the Eid Kabir prayers at Dodan Barracks prayer ground, he said faith in God will cause the nation to experience peace, stability and prosperity. A statement issued by Dila Lake, special advisor to the president, special duties, communications and strategy, noted that Tinubu assured that Allah will not burden the country with what it cannot bear. The chief imam, the statement informed that the Eid Kabir prayer, which started at 9 a.m. was led by the chief imam of Lagos State, Sheikh Suleiman Oluwatoyin Abutula. Now to sports.
Challenge journalist Sebastiano Banaza has given reason why Napoli must not lower their asking price for Nigerian international Victor Osimhen, and many reports that the striker could be leaving the club in the summer. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis has reportedly set Osimhen's price tag at 180 million euro and highlights that it's a legitimate request considering Saudi Arabia's PIF investment in football, including the purchase of Sandro Tonali. Osimhen became Serie A's capocannoniere in 2022-2023, scoring 26 goals in 32 appearances and playing a crucial role as Napoli won their first Scudetto in 33 years. Napoli would like to extend its contract, but many top European clubs are interested in the Nigeria international, especially Liverpool and Bayern Munich, as confirmed by the reports. According to the report, Liverpool are one of the number of clubs keen to secure Osimhen's services this summer, with the rest potentially making an offer in the coming days.
Former unified lightweight world champion Ricky Horton has described Anthony Joshua versus Dillian White's rematch negotiations as a sunk course. Joshua and his promoter Eddie Earn had initially wanted to make a fight with White on August 12 in a rematch, with the pair having clashed previously in 2015 when AJ emerged victorious by KO. White was not satisfied with the money being offered, and Earn subsequently revealed the fight was unlikely to get made and that Joshua would be considering other opponents.
James Maddison has signed a 5-year contract worth £40 million, North London side Tottenham Hotspur. The 26-year-old midfielder joins from relegated side Leicester City to sign a deal that will run till 2028. Having been faced with a promotion battle back to the English Premier League next season, Leicester City had no choice but to cash in on their key midfielder, whose contract will run down in just a year. The elegant English midfielder has been regarded as a loyalist to his former club.
Chelsea and Manchester City are ready to slug it out for the signature of Arsenal's history-making midfielder Ethan Nwaneri, who became the youngest debutant in the history of the English top flight last season. According to the sports story, the two clubs are ready to snatch the youngster from the grasp of Arsenal. It had earlier been reported that Chelsea had already tabled an offer to Nwaneri, and Manchester City are set to follow suit. And lastly, Nigerian international Frank Onyeka said that Brentford achieved their goals in their debut in the Premier League last season. When quizzed about Brentford's approach to achieving their goals as a team, the midfielder hoped the Bees would achieve a better result next season. And with that sports story, we have come to the end of today's edition of Headlines. Join our colleagues tomorrow for another interesting package. My name is Ulushola for end.
So yeah, Onoende, say good morning.
The producer for this program is Mutunaya Igbayo and the production advisor is Abiodun Olalere. Good morning.